body, right, you can see that it's going in that direction. When the customer makes a mistake, he turns it in the other direction. He goes this way. So now what's happened? Your rotor's way over here and not over there. And that's why you get this big gap. So now the rotor is, instead of pointing at the post, it's right in between there. Right in between the posts.
Because that T's so big you can nearly get it.
Yeah. Right. So what'll happen is you'll get misfire in there. I've actually did some experiments in the lab where you cut a hole in the cap and recreate this issue. And once you get up to about 3,000 RPM, it's just a ring of fire in there. It's going everywhere. And that's why the engine will actually run but not make any horsepower.
So do you have a number one mark in here, or are you just going for the
No,
green?
and the reason, that's a good question. The reason we don't do that is because there's some variations in these cars, especially when you're talking about resto mods, where this bung can't be where it normally is in the instructions. So what you do is, if you notice, unlike the original, you can move this around.
Yeah.
And you could pick any cylinder you want to be number one. So like, say here's the marker, all right? So maybe that's number one. And then this is where you get, customers will get freaked out too, is because they'll put it in, the light will come on, and this edge is pointing, they're going, oh, that's not right, that's not pointing there, because on the stock ones in the instructions, that comes to a point, and it's got to be aligned, right? Yeah. And that's because there's no mechanical device in between. It's just a straight shaft.
There's nothing to break a contact.
Right. Yeah. So so
and no vacuum advance. And like that. Yeah.
So then what you do is you tell them, all right, look, it'll be like that now, but when the engine is running 30 degrees, it's going to be lined up perfectly. Yeah. And then if you say you're racing and you come off the throttle at max RPM, the vacuum advance kicks in and kicks in another 10 or 12 degrees. Now it's going to be lined up with this edge of the T. So it's still going to be, and no matter what happens, this is still going to be aligned with the rotor and the cap so that you don't get issues. And then like I was saying before too, when you do the synchronization step and the cap is on there, the engine's idling, then you turn that distributor to bring the mark in so its TDC is right on zero. Yeah. That's why the app is
set at zero from the start.
From the start, yeah. Because a lot of times too is they'll go, oh no, that's not right. At idle, it should be 5 degrees, and they'll change it in the app. Yeah. Well, now you screwed this up.
Yeah, you got to set your timing before you.
Yeah, you've got to do the static timing first. Yeah. So once you have this, and then you change the timing. Yeah. So that's probably one of the first things you'll ask people if they call with problems. Did you change the program?
Yeah. Before you go.
If they say yes, okay, no, put it back the way it was. Yeah. And I've had arguments with people. No, it's got to be 5 degrees. No, dude, you don't understand. So you have to kind of work through them, especially with some of the old school guys. Yeah.
So is it install it, get it to the point where the light's on at number one. Mm-hmm. Start there, timing light on, set it to dead on 0. Yeah. And then you can start the tune.
Yeah, and then that's the cool. Right. Light here to adjust it. But what I always do is I use this.
Use that.
Yeah, center it and then use this.
Yeah.
And it just looks aesthetically better. Right.
I gotta crank it all the way around. That's the only way we'll post it.